What's up? Welcome to No Limit Sports Talk. I'm your host Hudson, and today we got our full reaction to the major blockbuster trade that happened in the NFL a few days ago. So we just got our first blockbuster NFL trade of 2021, and I say NFL, I would say all sports, but of course we had that James Harden trade about a couple weeks ago. But moving on to the main deal, Matthew Stafford is heading to the LA Rams, and Jared Goff is heading to the Detroit Lions. So immediately, I think the winner of this trade is the Detroit Lions. I got the notification from Adam Schefter saying that the Detroit Lions are dealing Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams for 2 first-round picks. I already thought that if he's getting traded for 1 first-round pick, that's already a steal. That's already a steal for the Lions. So I see that he gets traded for 2 first-round picks. I'm like, wow, the Rams are really overpaid on that. So what are they gonna do with Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford? And then I keep going. There's a 3rd pick. Okay, the Detroit Lions get another pick, so good for them. And then they also get Jared Goff. Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford. What type of awful trade is this? Like, what are the Rams doing? I know that many people are going to disagree with this, and I'm sorry. The Detroit Lions already got the only part of the deal is I'm talking about the quarterback swap. Stafford for Goff. The Lions already won that deal. Goff is much younger. Stafford is retiring in 3 to 5 years. And Goff has about 10 more years on his hand. And he's, in my opinion, the better quarterback. Even if he's not, he still has some time to develop. But for me, he's the better quarterback right now. Plus, the Lions get 2 first-round picks, which the Rams have just been giving away like crazy. Because if we look back to their last first-round pick, that's in 5 years ago, in 2016, which they drafted Jared Goff with the 1st pick. And now they're trading him for another 1st overall pick, which was in 2009. And it's a number 1 pick for number 1 pick swap. And the Rams just gave away their next 2 first-round picks, which is in 22 and 23, which makes no first-round picks for a 7th consecutive year. And as I do say, it's a dub for the Lions, an easy, huge dub for the Lions. It is a big downgrade for Jared Goff. First of all, we look at head coaching changes. The Lions just made a new hiring of Dan Campbell. I'm not sure what his previous job was. I forgot if it was a head coach, and I'm not sure if he has any head coach experience. So even if he does, he's still with obviously a new faculty, new team, new players, all that stuff. While the Rams are sticking with one of the top head coaches in the league, Sean McVay, which Jared Goff was getting used to, and now that he's gone, he's going to be downgraded at head coach position easily. And then you look at the wide receiver core with the Rams. You have Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, which is some of the best receiver core in the league. I mean, maybe not some of the best, like, duo-wise. But if you look at, like, those two together and the numbers that they were putting up, it is really crazy. And now you're going to Kenny Galladay. And Kenny Galladay is leaving this offseason. I don't know what you're going to say, but he might be going to the Jets, the Colts, or the Dolphins. Those are the 3 teams I think he could go to, but the Dolphins might pursue somebody else. But I think that Kenny Galladay could be a good fit for the Dolphins. And either way, I think he's leaving Detroit. And now on the Matthew Stafford part, it's a huge step for him too. He's going from absolutely horrible Detroit staff to way better in LA with Sean McVay, like I just said. And then you have your receiver core from Kenny Galladay, who is leaving, to Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, who are good receivers who I wouldn't say needed a better quarterback because they made the playoffs to the 2nd round this season. So, I don't really know. And the Lions do have about a little over $10 million in cap space, which obviously isn't too much, but that can get them somebody decent, whether it's a wide receiver or a cornerback or someone. I don't know, but I'm definitely hoping for Jeff Okudah to come back okay. He was injured for most of this season, I think, for either half or more than half of this season. So hopefully he's going to be back next season for them. He was definitely, obviously, top 3 overall pick. He was the 3rd pick behind Joe Burrow and Chase Young to the Bengals and Washington. So definitely hoping he can be back next year because he would be definitely a huge help for them. He was many people's defensive rookie of the year, but that went to Chase Young. But the Lions definitely have a young team now moving forward with Jared Goff and Kenny Galladay and definitely not Adrian Peterson, but DeAndre Swift at running back is also a big help for Jared Goff on the running side of the ball. But yeah, those are my 3 things. Huge upgrade for Matthew Stafford, finally getting out of Detroit and getting a better coaching staff and wide receiver core. Downgrade for Jared Goff with coaching and receivers, and an upgrade for Detroit and the full trade in general, Detroit wins this. I mean, you look at Matthew Stafford and Detroit, they were going to trade him anyways. So I thought that maybe they would trade up in the draft possibility, maybe possibly that it would be trading up in the draft and drafting a quarterback. But I guess they're rolling with Jared Goff unless they want to flip him and move up in the draft. It looks like that Jared Goff is going to be the new quarterback in Detroit. So I don't think that this is a good deal for LA, but honestly, I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs. And those 2 first-round picks may not be that valuable because obviously they're a playoff team, no doubt, and they're like 3rd highest in the Super Bowl odds. So, we'll have to see, but I think that Detroit easily won this deal. And last thing I have to say is that the LA Rams are just stupid for doing that trade.